So some breaking news coming out of Stoke this afternoon is that Paul Lambert has been sacked by the club. So Stoke City can confirm that Paul Lambert has today left his position as manager. The club would like to thank Paul for all of his hard work over the past 4 months and wishes him well in the future. Whilst he was unable to guide us to the Premier League safety after being appointed in January, it certainly wasn't due to lack of effort, professionalism and dedication on his part. Paul would also like to thank the board, players and staff for the opportunity and their support. He would also like to thank the fans for their support. Whilst looking forward to his next challenge, he would like to wish the club every success in the future. The club will soon appoint a new manager in the Championship. The club will make no further comment at this time. So, unlike Mark Hughes, unlike David Moyes, he wasn't given a 6-month contract or just to the end of the season. He was given a 2.5-year contract. So that means he's still 2 years into it. And he's been sacked, which is a huge loss of money for Stoke. So he was appointed on the 15th. They were outside of the relegation zone. And due to their form under him, he has been sacked. So they won just 2 games under him, drawing 7, losing 6, with a win percent ratio of 13%. Which is probably why they went down. If they could have just turned a few more of those draws into wins, then they probably would have survived easily. The games against Burnley, where they were ahead, West Ham, they were ahead. So there has been several incidents where Stoke have been ahead and the team would come back to draw in those cases, or the team would come back to win against Crystal Palace, which ended up relegating Stoke. So it was a bit of a gamble to put him on such a long deal. I think that they were hoping that it would work out. I am surprised that they have gone this way, but he hasn't had that much success as a manager outside of Norwich. So since 2011, he has managed several clubs in the EFL. He's managed Blackburn and Wolves with not very much success, so they've gone with someone else. The people likely candidates could be a Wilder, could be someone like Dean Smith. Probably the majority of the people who were linked with the West Brom job. That seems to be going to Darren Moore. Graham Potter could be interested, who is manager in Sweden of that team that I can't remember the name of in the Europa League. So that's somebody they can consider. Sorry, my dog just sneezed. So that is something that they need to figure out pretty quickly of what they're going to do in the future. I'm surprised. I thought they would have stuck with him. And when I spoke about Stoke before, there was a lot of comments like, "Oh, this is all Hughes' fault," but it's not. It's his fault. He had 15 games to get him out. He only won 2 of those. And if they could have just turned a couple of those draws into wins, then it would have been much better. But unfortunately, he didn't. They've sacked him, and 2 years is such a long payoff for him. That's a lot of compensation. It's going to be a real rebuilding job at Stoke, with the likes of Shaqiri, Choupo-Moting, Shawcross, Butland, Joe Allen will all want to go and will all want to leave, and then they won't be able to. They might struggle to get rid of players on big contracts like Stephen Ireland and Sadio Berahino. So it's going to be a rebuilding job. They'll be looking at getting rid of a lot of their dead wood this summer and rebuilding the squad. If the right man comes in, it could be a really good move. But if it doesn't, it could be, mid-table. It's going to be hard because they're going to have to get rid of an awful lot of players in the summer. Were Stoke right to get rid of him, or should have they kept with him. He has experience in the Championship, like I said, and he did get Norwich promoted in 2011. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. Who do you think that Stoke should go with? I'd like to see Dean Smith have a go, or someone of that calibre. Maybe Paul Hurst at Shrewsbury, that isn't too far away, and he's done absolutely fantastic. So maybe he'd be considered, or maybe they'd go someone really out of the blue, who knows. But the managers he's appointed have all been British. So Lambert is Scottish, Pulis is Welsh, and Hughes is Welsh. So maybe they'll continue that, who knows. Thank you so much for watching the video. Subscribe if you're new. I am Mike, and I will see you soon.